Hey everybody, welcome to Voices of Calm. And I'm joined here with my very mighty sister audiobook narrators, and we are very excited to be joining you today and to read some amazing poetry for you. But before we do, let me introduce everyone to you. I'm Andrea Emmes, and I'm in California. We have Nancy Peterson in Utah, Almond Eastland in Oklahoma, Hope Newhouse in France, Marni Penning in Virginia, Sybil Johnson in Florida, Kylah Williams in Illinois, Suzanne Barbetta in New York, Jesse Vilinsky in California, Kelsey Navarro in Nevada, Chelsea Stevens in Missouri, and Lauren Ezzo in Illinois. And to get us started with explaining what we are going to be reading to you is Sara Sheckells.
Thank you, Andrea. American novelist Charlotte Perkins Gilman, 1860 to 1935, is perhaps best known for her work, The Yellow Wallpaper. Throughout her career, Perkins Gilman also served as a writer of short stories, poetry, and nonfiction, and she was also an advocate for social reform. With gratitude to Project Gutenberg, today we share with you selections from her work, Suffrage Songs and Verses, originally published in 1893. Starting us out with She Walketh Veiled and Sleeping is Lauren Ezzo.
She walketh veiled and sleeping. She walketh veiled and sleeping, for she knoweth not her power. She obeyeth but the pleading of her heart, and the high leading of her soul unto this hour. Slow advancing, halting, creeping, comes the woman to the hour. She walketh veiled and sleeping, for she knoweth not her power.
Coming. Because the time is ripe, the age is ready, because the world her woman's help demands. Out of the long subjection and seclusion, come to our field of warfare and confusion, the mother's heart and hands. Long has she strode aside, endured and waited, while man swung forward, toiling on alone. Now for the weary man so long ill-mated, now for the world which she was created, comes woman to her own. Not for herself, though sweet the air of freedom, not for herself, though dear the newborn power, but for the child who needs a nobler mother. For the whole people needing one another, comes woman to her hour.
Now, with God above, beneath, beside, without, within, and everywhere, rising with the resistless tide of life and sure of getting there, patient with nature's long delay, proud of our conscious upward swing, not sorry for a single day, and not afraid of anything. With motherhood at last awake, with power to do and light to see, women may now begin to make the people we are meant to be.
Mother to child. How best can I serve thee, my child, flesh of my flesh and dear of my heart? Once thou wast within me, I held thee, I fed thee. By the force of my loving and longing, I led thee. Now we are apart.
I may blind thee with kisses and crush with embrace thy warm mouth in my neck and our arms interlacing. But here in my body, my soul lives alone, and thou answerest me from a house of thine own, that house which I builded.
Which we builded together, thy father and I, in which thou must live, oh my darling, and die. Not one stone can I alter, one atom relay, not to save or defend thee or help thee to stay. That gift is completed.
How best can I serve thee? Oh, child, if they knew how my heart aches with loving, how deep and how true, how brave and enduring, how patient, how strong, how longing for good and how fearful of wrong is the love of thy mother.
could I crown thee with riches, surround, overflow thee with fame and with power till the whole world should know thee, with wisdom and genius to hold the world still, to bring laughter and tears, joy and pain at thy will, still thou mightst not be happy.
Such have lived and in sorrow. The greater the mind, the wider and deeper the grief it can find. The richer, the gladder, the more thou canst feel the keen stings that a lifetime is sure to reveal. Oh, my child, must thou suffer?
Is there no way my life can save thine from a pain? Is the love of a mother no possible gain? No labor of Hercules, search for the grail, no way for this wonderful love to avail? God in heaven, oh, teach me.
My prayer has been answered. The pain thou must bear is the pain of the world's life which thy life must share. Thou art one with the world, though I love thee the best. And to save thee from pain, I must save all the rest. Well, with God's help, I'll do it.
Thou art one with the rest. I must love thee in them. Thou wilt sin with the rest, and thy mother must stem the world's sin. Thou wilt weep, and thy mother must dry the tears of the world, lest her darling should cry. I will do it, God helping.
And I stand not alone. I will gather a band of all loving mothers from land unto land. Our children are part of the world, do ye hear? They are one with the world. We must hold them all dear. Love all for the child's sake.
For the sake of my child, I must hasten to save all the children on earth from the jail and the grave. For so, and so only, I lighten the share of the pain of the world that my darling must bear. Even so, and so only.
We as women. There's a cry in the air about us. We hear it before, behind, of the way in which we as women are going to lift mankind.
With our white frocks starched and ruffled, and our soft hair brushed and curled, hats off, for we as women are coming to save the world. Fair sisters, listen one moment, and perhaps you'll pause for 10. The business of women as women is only with men as men.
What we do, we as women, we have done all through our life. The work that is ours as women is the work of mother and wife.
But to elevate public opinion and to lift up erring man is the work of the human being. Let us do it if we can.
But wait, warm-hearted sisters, not quite so fast, so far. Tell me, how are we going to lift a thing any higher than we are?
We are going to purify politics and to elevate the press. We enter the foul paths of the world to sweeten and cleanse and bless.
To hear the high things we are going to do and the horrors of men we tell, one would think we as women are angels and our brothers were fiends of hell.
We that were born of one mother and reared in the self-same place, in the school and the church together, we of one blood, one race.
Now then, all forward together. But remember, every one, that 'tis not by feminine innocence the work of the world is done.
The world needs strength and courage and wisdom to help and feed. When we as women bring these to man, we shall lift the world indeed.
Wedded bliss. Oh, come and be my mate, said the eagle to the hen. I love to soar, but then I want my mate to rest forever in the nest. Said the hen, I cannot fly. I have no wish to try, but I joy to see my mate careening through the sky. They wed and cried, Ah, this is love, my own. And the hen sat, the eagle soared, alone. Oh, come and be my mate, said the lion to the sheep. My love for you is deep. I slay, a lion should, but you are mild and good. Said the sheep, I do no ill, could not had I the will, but I joy to see my mate pursue, devour, and kill. They wed and cried, Ah, this is love, my own. And the sheep browsed, the lion prowled, alone. Oh, come and be my mate, said the salmon to the clam. You are not wise, but I am. I know sea and stream as well. You know nothing but your shell. Said the clam, I'm slow of motion, but my love is all devotion, and I joy to have my mate traverse lake and stream and ocean. They wed and cried, Ah, this is love, my own. And the clam sucked, the salmon swam, alone.
She who is to come. A woman in so far as she beholdeth her one beloved's face, a mother with a great heart that enfoldeth the children of the race, a body free and strong with that high beauty that comes of perfect use, is built thereof a mind where reason ruleth over duty, and justice reigns with love, a self-poised royal soul, brave, wise, and tender, no longer blind and dumb, a human being of an unknown splendor, is she who is to come. Many thanks to one and all for joining us on this version of Voices of Calm here on YouTube. Please continue to check out this channel, and most importantly, be well and be mighty.